Hey, welcome back, folks, for another week of looking around Tigerland. What's been a pretty good week of Tiger sports. I'm your host, Greg Mays, and my co-host and little brother Tren Mays is there. But first, Tren, we need a score update on my Padres.
Wait, you're not Padres.
I got the hat.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Padres 3, Cubs 0.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so bad for the Ricketts family, Tren, and you.
Well, I don't feel so bad for them, but I fell in love with them this summer again. Actually, I'll just make it official. I ended my holdout because I was not very happy with them. But then the guy just struck out, for those of you who will be paying attention later.
Well, good.
So,
Is this lose and be done, or is it a 3
no, they still have one more game left. They won the first one. They just got
My Padres won the first one?
No, the Cubs did.
Oh, okay.
But they just have to stop hitting the ball in the air.
Where will game 3 be?
At Wrigley.
At Wrigley. Where's game 2 at?
At Wrigley.
Oh, I hate it when they do that.
Where was game 1? They're playing 3 in 3 days.
Across the United States. This is Major League Baseball.
They're playing 3 in 3 days.
You got to play one in the Forum, and then you got to go to the Garden, then you got to go back to the Forum.
Here, I'm playing the little violin for you. I'll get you some wine with your cheese.
All right, enough Major League Baseball. At least the Yankees lost. The world is good.
I agree with that.
All right. Coach Douglas was not as happy about that.
Neither was a few people, but then the Royals aren't in it. So
hey, but we're happy. Tiger football got a win, a big one over Beatrice. The boys really needed that. It's been a tough season. They came out, got on top early, and then held on. And, it wasn't a perfect game, but certainly played well enough to win. Tren, what are your thoughts after the big win over Beatrice last week?
So I got a couple of the linemen in Com Arts with me, considering that's all I do. So Thursday morning, I walk into Com Arts. I walked a kid. His name's Caleb. I really don't know his last name. That's my bad. But they all blend into one big Com Arts class. There's 5 of them.
I hear you. What's the report,
so
man?
Caleb told me on the way, he goes, hey, we're going to have a new offense tomorrow. 5 wide and Dreer quarterback. I said, whoa. Okay, we got to try something. So it was a good move on Coach Schu's part. It sounded like they've been practicing it for a while. They just had to try something because the offense has been stagnant at best. And you just got to score points. So
hey, it gave them a little spark. And I tell you, Brody threw the ball well. He really did. I expected him to run well. But I didn't expect him to make those passes. So all right.
Brody's by far, Bo. I get him confused with Bo. But Brody runs really hard, and you're going to have to need 4 or 5 guys to tackle Dreer. Yeah, now, I didn't know Dreers could pass.
No.
Usually they catch the ball and run the ball. But it just caught. I was working, obviously, sideline reporter that doesn't get talked to by the people upstairs. But I was watching their sideline when we came out. And I think they were a little bit stunned. I don't think and I watched them in warm-ups. They didn't prep when they ran our plays for anything 5 wide. They were in spread when I watched them warm up briefly. But I think that caught them off guard and gave them a little jolt. And then Dreer needed the world's biggest cold tub after that game. He's only out on like 3 plays. They had to sit him a series.
Yeah,
he was exhausted.
Well, yeah, he was. That's part of the deal.
And you couldn't pull him out on defense, but then he's only out on punt team. He's still out there returning punts. But even the former starter, number 5, came in. They had a nice little rollout play with him. He led a drive that should have had a field goal to John. The kicker is pretty legit, so I think he could have made it from 30 to 45 pretty easy. They fumbled on that one just to
turn the ball over,
trying to force it, trying to make something happen. But then the defense made plays. Drew threw for 156 yards and ran for 85 on 16 carries. A lot of it was Brody right, Brody left, Brody up the middle. But they're running the sophomore the speedster. I heard Brooks. They ran him on some jet sweeps and stuff, and just kept Beatrice off guard. So,
So what about McCook? You're not going to catch McCook sleeping here.
like Coach Shu said, we're not catching anybody off guard. Yesterday, I did see the varsity backs working after the route on Monday. They were practicing when the JVs were playing. Looked like they were working on a few more reverses and stuff. So you got to be ready for McCook. McCook's going to come two backs, probably I formation, and they're going to try to run you over. So that's McCook football, unless they go spread. So.
All right. Well, that'll be Friday night. Homecoming. Did you wear your pink today, Trenner?
No, I did not wear any pink.
We wear pink.
No, I did not wear any pink. There was a lot of pink in the building. I give the Tiger kids, the Tiger students credit, and a lot of staff members.
Yeah.
The debate coach,
Miss Fajardo.
Fajardo did a good job with the pink. I donated the pink flamingos to the thing, so I purchased those, the blow-up pink flamingos that added to the homecoming display. Yesterday was twin day. Did you have a twin yesterday?
I don't remember what days it is. But tomorrow? Are you going country or are you going country club? Which one are you?
So you're gonna have to find out. I might be rocking some serious cowboy boots.
Ooh, all right. I was hoping you were gonna have plaid golfing pants. Do you remember Mr. Hamburger? You remember Coach Hamburger's game day orange plaid pants?
I remember those. But I did twin up with the softball coaches because we were in the khaki shorts and the Tiger T-shirt yesterday since they had a game. So I did end up with a twin. I do have a good Adam Sandler outfit for Friday, so I'm a little surprised.
Man. I don't even. What is an Adam Sandler outfit? How do you dress like Adam Sandler?
You just either wear a polo and gym shorts, or you wear a T-shirt and gym shorts, and basically get Jennifer Aniston to say, "Coach, you're wearing that," to a premiere when he wears a sweatshirt. So,
sweatshirt. I mean, when did this become an Adam Sandler look? I mean, I don't understand. He's done a lot of movies.
From Miss Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, the original.
I've never seen those.
You haven't? Okay.
No.
Well, you didn't go to school in the 90s. So
all right. Yeah, they're a little young for me.
In the 90s.
Okay, hey, it wasn't just a good week because of football, Trent. Softball had a nice week too. Picked up a big win last night over at Kearney. What's the story behind that? We
got the daily asking what a Bearcat is. So that's anytime you play Kearney, you're asking what a Bearcat is. It was a good win. Kearney had 20 wins. They were 20-7 coming in. And your helmet fell off, so hopefully that's a good sign for the end. But they started Ella. I'm just saying it for myself. I think Ella's tired. I think her arm's probably a little tired.
Everybody's tired. It's been a long season.
So Ella got going. They got up big. It was 8-1. They took Ella out, which was probably a smart decision given next week in the new format. But it was a good win. They had to fight without her. They brought in the freshman Avery Schroeder, got into a little struggle, and then they went to Piper Whitty. Piper came in, a little different look in the circle, a little different arm swing, and they strung together 4 singles in the top of the 7th to get the 3 runs to put it to 11-8, and big win. It was a 47-point win, Division II. You get the bonus for the 2 for the Class A. They're sitting 3rd right now going into tomorrow night against Waverly. So,
okay, tell us about district because districts are new this year. It isn't the old.
We don't have to go to
GICC and GI Northwest and Aurora. It's not that.
Yeah,
what's the district's going to be?
We don't have to go up to Grand Island. So I was actually enthused about that.
Will host?
Yeah, we'll host. If you're in the top 7, you'll host. And right now we're 3rd, and it's just a serpentine. You're going to find out your opponent's probably tomorrow night. And right now we would see, we sort of ran it in pre-show. I think we'd see Brett East and Elkhorn, some teams we saw. Before last night, there was some C schools that had moved up, like Ashland Greenwood and Wayne and different types of schools. And AC might even come calling. So we would get the games at the Smith, Ace St. Cecilia would also host. So that would be interesting how that all works out. So you get it's single elimination,
6-team district, single elimination.
get
So
to
the Tigers would have a first round bye.
Yeah, we should
into the semis.
Yeah, you
And
win
so
that
you
game,
win one,
and then you get to the 3-game district final, which was what we've always done when you have the top 6 teams. So
I think that'll be on Friday. That's what I think.
Oh,
I think that best of 3 will be on Friday.
Better not be, because it'd be hard for me to get out of school. So
I think you better start thinking you're not going to be there, because I think it's Friday. But we'll check on that.
I'm hoping it's going to be Saturday.
All right. Okay, so
we'll
softball is
see what happens.
barreling toward the postseason.
Yeah, last week they got Waverly tomorrow, and then the triangular with Aurora and GICC and Donovan is mixed in there on Monday, and we actually get to host that. So,
okay, so another team that had a good week was girls cross country. Sophia Reynolds went over and finished 3rd in the big UNK meet. JoJo Gowan finished top 12 over there. Great performance by those two. The team finished 9th. They're headed for districts. Those two, I think, have a good chance of qualifying for state. What do you think? Can we get a team into state?
Just got to have depth. Coach Rickert is confident on Sophie, so I'm making plans to go to state cross country. I hope it's not cold, but hopefully Sophie can get in, and then JoJo.
All right. Well, the boys ran over there too. Pretty decent day. I think Hoshaw was in the 40s or the 50s. That's a big meet. Volleyball had a good show the other night. I mean, they still lost. They've been strong, but they're mixing some young girls in with the older girls, and they played Gretna East tougher than they've been playing those Eastern schools. So hopefully that's a sign that they're really going to get rolling towards the finish and play their best volleyball. That's what you really want to see. Tennis, we won't talk about the score with the Grand Island dual trend, because we don't like to lose to Grand Island, so we won't talk about what that score was. Golf was at Eastern Midlands yesterday, and we don't think we've seen any results yet. Producer Tate was searching. Producer Tate, did you find anything? Silence for Producer Tate. So
Producer Tate needs to stop watching the Cubs game and pay attention to the
are they playing the Padres?
Yes, they are. I told you that before.
Is it still 3-0?
Sadly, yes.
All right, good.
We can't hit flies all the time.
Finished 10th in the EMC. Kate Kruger tied for 15th. So that's probably an EMC medal for her, the freshman who's kind of been leading the way. So that's good. Tennis finished, I think, 8th at EMC, which there's only 8 teams that play tennis in the EMC, but we finished ahead of the teams that don't show up for boys tennis. Did you know Norris doesn't play boys tennis?
Because they all play football.
Well, that's kind of a country club school, I always thought.
That is weird.
But maybe they'll dress country for tomorrow's country versus country club.
Yeah.
That's probably, they just have country day probably.
Yeah, the band had a great showing at the college homecoming parade, Melody Roundup.
They look good coming down 2nd Street, did they?
Yeah, I've got a chance to walk and listen to them. Then they boarded the 3 buses up to Columbus, and they performed very well there. Color guard was very good, and they just did a good job. Credit to Jason Burton for pushing a friend of the show, Charlie, in the parade. Betty got the day off to watch the parade, but I love the Vertons. We had unified bowling meeting on Monday.
And you said the roster's really coming together.
Yeah, we're looking at 35 kids. But they got to make sure they keep their grades up and keep going to school. But we're very excited going into this year, and we start practice 2 weeks from Monday.
All right, good going. The last fall sport gets going there.
Wow, so that we're technically a fall sport. We're a dual. And actually, the fun part is we got a couple softball girls that are looking to come out. One that starts on varsity, so we're excited about them. I made a new friend, Rundle. What Rundle's name? but I met her today. We coached her dad, Mac.
Max kid.
Yeah.
All right.
I was like, God, what is her name? Not Hannah.
Anna's Mac's sister.
Yeah. But anyway, I met her in the hallway today.
All right.
Because the softball girls all had their pink Tiger shirts on. So I asked her, you must
you
play
just
softball.
stopped her and like questioned her on who her dad was?
Yeah. Well, then I asked her, and she said, my last name's Rundle.
Okay.
And the only one I could think of was Mac, and I coached him a long time ago. But how this started is TJ had his on, and Coach Sanchez had his shirt on, her shirt on. So that's why I thought, well, she must be a softball player. She has her pink Tiger shirt on.
All right. Homecoming this Friday, Trenner.
Yeah.
What do you know about? Have we tapped yet? Do we still tap?
I don't know. I don't. Well, you're a senior English teacher. Do they vote?
I haven't seen any ballots. I think they do it by email now.
Okay. Well, I always thought they did it in English, but
yeah, they used to. But so I don't know. People out there, let us know what you know about tapping. Homecoming King and Queen. Hastings has been tapping a homecoming king or queen, I think, since 1949. Actually, queen, football queen. We didn't used to call it homecoming, did we, Trent? What did we call it when we were in school?
I don't even remember. The only
royalty night, Trenner. Royalty night.
The only Spirit Week I remember was basketball.
Islander Week.
Islander Week. That was the only Spirit Week that I remember, and that was fun. There's a lot of fun memories in that week. But yeah, for Saturday's the dance, and the band's at.
I don't believe in the Saturday dance.
Yeah, well,
dance ought to be after the football game.
It should. Coach Olson always believed the dance ought to be.
He had some very specific theories about the dance being after the football game.
Yeah, I'm not going to bring those up anymore.
No, we're not going to. But he believed the dance ought to be after the football game. All right, Trenner. Well, what else are you looking forward to this week? Rolling towards softball district, big McCook game, other teams gearing towards postseason soon. What are you thinking? Is the weather going to hold?
Yeah, it's supposed to be nice and warm. It's supposed to be warm probably through state softball.
I haven't been up above ground since the rain stopped. What's it like? I want to go bike riding.
It was warm when I went out at 1:15 for my route. So.
Well, what's it look like now? You got a window. Look out there.
Let's go to our Tiger Sports Show weather forecast.
All right.
It will be dark when you're watching this, but
okay.
We're partly cloudy and looks like the wind's coming out of the southwest.
How much of a wind? Because that matters when you're biking.
It's blowing pretty stiff at the bank. I do live in the banking district. Not anybody know where I live, but it is blowing pretty straight. So.
All right. Well, I'll be ready for a tough ride. All right, Tren. You get last word on the Tiger Sports Show. It's been a tight show.
This might be a record, 18 minutes and 50 seconds. Well,
some people might be able to last all the way through it.
Yeah, go Tigers, get some wins. You got some chances to see some Tiger teams at home. So go Tigers.
Go Tigers, go Pods.